Hi everyone, in this video I will show you 7 rules for fractions. If you master them, I guarantee you will never miss a point on any quiz, test, exam or final. You need to memorize these or at least write them on a piece of paper and review them every time you are doing fractions with one condition. You have to know how to apply them. So let's do some examples to show you how to apply them. First, when you have a fraction like this, what I do, I always put my A, B, and here I have C, then I have here B. Why? Because I have 3 and 3. So I have same denominator. The rule number 1, when you have same denominator. Here, the answer, I have B at the bottom, which is 3. Then I have A, which is 2, A. Then plus. If I have plus in here, I have put plus in here. If I have negative, I will put negative. Then I will put my C, which is 1. That's why it's important to mark A, B, and C on each fraction. So 2 plus 1 is 3. 3 divided by 3 is 1. This is another example now with the fraction. So first what I will do, I will mark my A, B, C, and B. Please make sure when you mark these, you go slowly because any mistake, the answer will be wrong. Any mistake. Then I will put my fraction. See at the bottom, what do I have in here? Because I have same denominator. I'm going to put same denominator, which is 2. Then on top, in the numerator, I have A, then negative, then C. A minus C. So what's my A? Is 7, then negative, then my C is 4. The answer will be 7 minus 4 is 3, then over 2. This is my answer. See what I did? All I did is apply this rule. That's why you have to memorize it and make sure you know this one is when you have same denominator. Now we're going to go to rule number 2. This is when you have different denominator. I have A over B plus or minus C over D. See, now I have B and D in here. Okay, this rule number 1 and the rule number 2, it's all about the denominator. Either same or different. Take a look at this example in here. I have 1 over 2 minus 3 over 5. First, I will put my A, and I have here, you have to follow this rule. Don't follow your, you choose the numbers. No, I put these A, B, C, and D exactly in here, exactly as here. So A, then I have B in here, and this is my C, this is my D. Now, the answer at the bottom, you can always start from the top or the bottom, it's your choice. So I will start at the bottom, always the bottom multiplication. Okay, 2B times D, which is 2 times 5. At the bottom, here I will do cross. So A times D, which is 1 times 5, minus, if I have plus, I will put plus in here. Then I have C times B. C, which is 3. Then B is 2. Remember, here I put 2 minus 3. I was lucky in here. Why? Because multiplication, it doesn't matter. If you 2 times 3 is same as 3 times 2. It doesn't matter. So you pay attention to this. It's a good thing that this happens. So you learn from this mistake. So again, put your A, B, C, D first. Then you're gonna apply this A times D, Or either you say C times B or B times C, but it's better if you stick with this. Stick with this. So in here, what I did in here, B times C. It's the same, but it's better if you stick with this, which is C times B. So why? To avoid any mistake. Then after that, it's all about calculations. So 1 times 5 is 5. 2 times 3 is 6, negative. Then here 2 times 5 is 10, then negative 1 over 10. Now we're going to do another example, but now we have addition in here. So first I will draw a long line. Then I'm going to put my ABC. So A, B, C, and D. Exactly as this one here. What I'm going to do right now. So A times D, which is 5 times 7, plus C times B. C, which is 3 times 2. At the denominator, I have B times D, which is, here's my B, here's my D, 2 times 7. 2 times 7. So the answer will be, so 5 times 7 is 35, plus 6 over 2 times 7 is 14. So here, 35 plus 6, let me put it in the other side. 35 plus 6 has given me 41 over 14. One thing here you have to remember. When you put these exactly on the right spot, make sure don't just jump. Here you can do it so quick. Try to do it exactly step by step. See, step 1, step 2, step 3. Why? If you make any mistake, you can see it easy. But if you will go from here to here, it's hard for you to catch your mistake. Now we're gonna go to rule number 3. Rule number 3 is when you have multiplication. So we did addition and subtraction. Addition and subtraction when you have same denominator, different denominator. Now we're gonna do multiplication. Multiplication is the easy one. It's a straightforward. Again, you have here A over B times C over D. Look, B times D, A times C. Here we don't care about the denominator. We don't care about that. You put the rule as is. So here is my A, here is my C, here is my B, and here is my D. It doesn't matter. Here, let's say for example, instead 5 you have 2. It doesn't matter. You have to put this as D. Then you apply this. So 9 times 3, negative 27. Then 2 times 5 is 10. It's a straightforward. The other example. So here is my A, here is my B, here is my C, here is my D. So A times C, which is 2 times 9, which is 18. Then 7 times negative 4, 28. Negative 28. Here I will show you a quick trick. Before you start doing this, I will make sure that I can reduce some numbers. For example, look at 2 and 4 in here. 2 and 4. So I will divide this one by 2. And I will get 1. Divide 4 by 2. I will get 2. Now, what I will do, the answer will be 1 times 9 is 9. 7 times 2 is 14. Why? Why I did it this way before I did multiplication? You can do this only on multiplication. Please don't do it in here and don't do it in here. No, do it only on multiplication. Here, instead, you are looking for the great common number. Instead, looking for it, you're gonna do it from here right away. You're gonna reduce. the numbers. But make sure you do it only for multiplication, please, not for addition or subtraction. Now, for rule number 4, division. So we did addition and subtraction, we did multiplication, then we're going to do the division. Division, anytime you have when you do division of fractions, always remember this. Switch them to multiplication. If you have A over B divided by C over D, here is A over B. But pay attention to this, please. I give this rule to many students and they still making this mistake. What they do A times B times C over D. No, you need to flip. Remember, flip. That's why I put this on red. Flip. I'm just giving you the mistakes of other students. Make sure you flip. Don't forget to flip. So here, look at this example. 1 over 5. I will write it down by itself. Then here I have, instead me doing 2 over 7, I will do 7 over 2 because I did multiplication. Remember to flip. Then after that, this will be rule number 3, which is multiplication. 1 times 7 is 7. 5 times 2 is 10. Again, this is this example. So I have here 7 over 4. Multiplication, flip. Please flip. 3 over 5. This one is equal rule number 3, which is regular multiplication. Regular multiplication. 7 times 3 is 21. Then 4 times 5 is 20. See here, I cannot find something to divide from here or here. Again, don't forget to flip on division, please. Don't forget to flip. Flip and flip and flip. Now we're going to go to rule number 6 and the rule number 7. So rule number 6, you need this rule rule number 5, 6, and 7. We're going to do all at once. 5, 6, 7. When do you need this rule, number 5? That's when you are doing equations. And in that equation, you have a fraction. Or you don't have a fraction. For example, in this one here, which is rule number 5, you want to get rid of this 8. If you want to get rid of this 8 when you have an equation, this is for later. Just remember, it's an easy one. All you have to do is divide a or ax to get rid of this a, divide by a. This one here, I'm going to divide by 8. So 8 divided by 8 is 1. So the answer will be x. The reason why you need to learn this trick, on the equations, you cannot solve the equation and you're going to have a number by variable like this. You can't. You need to have x by itself, or y, or m, or t. It doesn't matter. So in order for you to get rid of the number here, divide. You have a multiplication, you're going to do division. Now rule number 6 is the opposite. You have division, you have x, but there is a number at the bottom. To get rid of it, now you're going to do multiplication. Look, x over a is equal, here is x over a, but I'm going to multiply by a, by same number. Okay, here we are dividing by same number, a. Here we are multiplying by same number. Don't multiply by something else. It's the same number. So remember, when you have multiplication, you divide. When you have division, you multiply. So this one here, I'm going to multiply by 3. So when I multiply by 3, this will go with this. I'm going to have x by itself. It's an easy rule. And it will be handy, it will be needed on the equations part. when you start doing equations, whether you have fractions or not. But this is how you get rid of it, by using a fraction, by using fractions. I hope you understand this rule. It's very simple, but it's very important. Then rule number 7. Rule number 7, you're going to need this one when you are doing a ratio. A ratio, remember that. What's this rule about? You have two fractions, but they are equal. Well, how do we know these are equal? You're going to do crisscross to get rid of the fraction. In order for you to get rid of this fraction, here and here, what you're going to do? Crisscross. How? 2 over 3. I'm going to do 2 times 9, crisscross, is equal 3 times 6. 3 times 6. 2 times 9 is 18. 3 times 6 is 18. So my ratio is right. If you find a number, for example, 17 is equal 18, this is wrong. 17 doesn't equal 18. That means you are doing something wrong. So this is for a ratio. To get rid of fractions, in the ratio, this is what you do, crisscross. Again, 5 times 6 is equal 2 times 30. Let's do it. 5 times 6 is equal 2 times 15. 5 times 6 is 30. 2 times 15 is 30. Remember, I'm giving you all the rules you're going to need. Some of you, you might need this, for example, rule number 7, rule number 5, rule number 6. But this is in general. You will never make a mistake on any problem that has fractions. Remember, this, to memorize them is not enough. You have to know how to apply them. And I will see you guys on the next video. And thanks for watching.